Hi, I'm Bob Ryan. This is Globe 10.0. With me today is Kevin Dupont. This just in. I don't know if you heard. Peyton Manning is no longer a member of the Indianapolis Colts. Released, which is a very technical term to account for a very odd circumstance. And just, hey, your quick reflection on the whole idea how this came down.
Well, you know, how to summarize to me is, again, it's the money. I mean, could they have accommodated him somehow? Sure, they could have accommodated him. It's a whole whack of money. They've paid him a whole whack of money for not playing last year. Business, business. And that's really just to the next fact of life is that even some of the greatest QBs that we've known have ended their careers in other than where they made their name. And starting with Unitas and Montana, and now Elway did not. But can you ever envision a circumstance where it could happen to our boy, number 12? Well, Giselle wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, oh, well, say no more.
If Brady were in the same predicament with a neck that's basically put together by rubber bands and plywood and the rest of it, I have to believe, you know, I'm being facetious about Giselle, but his wife would say, what are you doing this for? You have more money than God. Why bother?
Here's what complicates things. This would not happen in basketball or baseball necessarily because they don't have a salary cap. It's the cap that's a problem. The cap hit. The cap hit circumstance factors into this.
Sure it does.
As well.
That's the business element.
All right, fine. So, and where we go now that it won't be such a factor wherever he goes from here. The point is, it's a total circumstance, the combination of the contract that he signed with the big money coming up, $28 million, they would have had to go, plus the shaky circumstance of the injury factor.
Right.
It's a very It's a convergence of forces here that tell me that it probably wouldn't happen to Brady because you need both those things colliding at once to create the circumstance we know.
That's right. And also that Brady, I mean, in the specific here, Brady is less than 18 months younger. Brady doesn't have these circumstances, so I don't see his health falling apart like this guy's did. But
no, it's just,
you're right. It's this confluence of factors that came together, and I just can't. Now, if you go to the pride factor, would Brady ever go play anywhere else because he wants a different logo wherever on his pajamas at night? I don't know. But, you know, I just think different guy, different era. You know what? More Super Bowls, more championships. Maybe that's what's driving this guy. Does he actually think his legacy is going to be diminished because he walks away today? I
don't think he's worried about that too much. I mean, you know, his biggest problem is the fact that his little brother has 2 rings and he's got 1.
Okay.
And you know, other than that, that and staying healthy. Okay, so the fact is that don't worry about this ever happening with Brady. It's highly unlikely it would come down this way because it is a very odd set of circumstances. But anyway, goodbye to Peyton. And by the way, if he says if he goes with the Dolphins, we'll be seeing him twice a year.